It's flea and tick season, but pet owners may be concerned about whether some high-profile products meant to combat the pests are safe. Congress is pushing for a temporary recall of one popular pet collar. A report linked it to nearly 1,700 pet deaths. Consumer reporter Susan Hogan is working for you with the information you need to make the best choice for your pet.
What? What's the matter?
Lolita is healthy today, but in January, her owner, Aitana Vargas, found a lump on her neck that turned out to be cancerous.
So for me, the minute I looked at it, I was like, this looks terribly suspicious.
Doctors were able to remove the tumor, but Aitana was left wondering what caused it. She found a news story online that raised concerns about one of the most common names in the market, Seresto, the same collar her dog had been wearing for nearly a year. Aitana suspected her dog's cancer might be connected to the collar.
I did a little bit of research and I read comments from other people and testimonies from other pet owners who had similar experiences. So do I think it's the collar? Absolutely.
Although Aitana has no evidence the collar caused her dog's cancer, she filed a complaint with the Environmental Protection Agency. Earlier this year, an environmental watchdog group obtained federal records from the EPA showing Seresto collars were named in more than 75,000 reported incidents where pets were allegedly harmed over the last 8 years, including at least 1,698 pet deaths. The complaints filed predominantly by pet owners like Aitana after suspecting the collars made their pets sick.
When you're seeing numbers this high, that's not an anecdote. That's not a weird coincidence.
Nathan Donnelly is a scientist with the Center for Biological Diversity, which obtained these reports. The nonprofit also found nearly 1,000 complaints of injuries in humans, such as skin rashes and nasal irritation. Most flea and tick collars work by releasing small amounts of pesticides over time onto pets. The center's concern is whether the two active ingredients in Seresto are more toxic when combined together. It's now asking the EPA to ban the product and release more data about side effects.
EPA needs to take decisive action so we can be assured that the products that are left on the market are safe.
A spokesperson for Elanco, which sells Seresto, said the products are safe and that drawing a link between the collars and harm described in individual reports is misleading. According to the company, more than 25 million Seresto collars have been sold since 2012, and the incident report rate for all adverse events related to Seresto has been below 0.3%, with the majority of these incidents related to non-serious effects like hair loss below the collar, according to Elanco.
Now, the EPA says it is still gathering information about this issue and is in conversation with Elanco to better understand and address these alleged incidents. Still, a congressional subcommittee is asking for a temporary recall of Seresto flea and tick collars.
I think the companies have an obligation not only to their customers, but to the public to disclose what's going on.
Illinois Congressman Krishnamoorthi's oversight committee is requesting safety data from Elanco, as well as Bayer, which developed the collars in 2012 but sold their animal health division last year.
Again, we don't know the causal link for sure, but we are concerned enough that we need to have this investigation to get to the bottom of the situation.
Elanco told News 4 that rigorous testing shows no established link between serious pet health issues and exposure to the active ingredients contained in Seresto. Bayer declined to answer our questions since it no longer manufactures or markets the collars. As for Aitana, she's just happy that Lolita is doing well now.
She is an important part of my life, an essential part of my life, because I feel that she rescued me rather than the other way around.
Now, veterinarians tell us they understand pet owners are going to be worried, but they stress the importance of making sure to still treat them for fleas and ticks. Their advice, read the product label instructions carefully. When misapplied, it could lead to unnecessary exposure to pesticides to not just your pet, but to you too. I'm Susan Hogan, News 4.